Look around you. Everything seems solid, tangible, and real. But what if the chair you're sitting on, the ground beneath your feet, and even your own body are nothing more than a profound, sophisticated illusion? Welcome to the documentary analysis, Is Reality Real? A deep dive into the illusion of matter. For centuries, philosophers, scientists, and spiritual leaders have grappled with the same fundamental question: what is the true nature of reality? We exist in a world defined by matter, but modern discoveries across various fields suggest this matter might be far less solid than we perceive. Think about the air you breathe, the light you see, the thoughts you think. If you could break down reality to its most fundamental components, would you find solid stuff or something entirely different? This is the rabbit hole we are about to enter. We will analyze this profound question through three main lenses: the rigorous testing of science and physics, the thought experiments of philosophy, and the ancient wisdom of spiritual traditions. Each offers compelling evidence that the world of solid matter might be a constructed experience. Let's begin with science, specifically quantum mechanics. At the smallest scales, the world behaves in ways that defy our classical, intuitive understanding. The very definition of matter becomes fluid, ambiguous, and deeply strange. Quantum field theory suggests that there are no actual particles floating around. Instead, what we perceive as electrons or quarks are merely temporary excitations or ripples in underlying omnipresent quantum fields. Matter, in this view, is a wave of energy in a field, not a tangible thing. The famed wave-particle duality highlights this illusion. A quantum entity exists in a superposition of states, both wave and particle, until observed. Our act of looking forces it to choose a state, suggesting consciousness plays a direct role in solidifying perceived reality. The measurement problem remains one of quantum mechanics' deepest mysteries. If reality is indeterminate until observed, does objective reality even exist without a conscious observer? Our minds seem to collapse possibilities into solid matter, hinting at matter's illusory nature. Moving to theoretical physics, we encounter the holographic principle. This radical concept, born from the physics of black holes and string theory, suggests our three-dimensional reality is merely a projection. Imagine the universe as a giant, cosmic hologram. All the information required to describe our 3D reality might be encoded on a distant, flat 2D surface, much like a security chip on a credit card contains all the necessary data. If this is true, the solidity of 3D matter is purely a projection. This line of thinking suggests that information, not matter or energy, is the most fundamental constituent of reality. The stuff of the universe is data, and our physical perceptions are simply how our sensory systems interpret that data. Now, let's explore philosophy, which approaches the illusion of matter not through physics, but through consciousness. If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? This leads us directly to the concept of subjective reality. Irish philosopher George Berkeley proposed idealism, famously summarized as esse est percipi, to be is to be perceived. He argued that the only things that truly exist are minds and their ideas. Matter only appears real because it is perceived by us, or by God, meaning, quote, physical reality itself is mind-dependent. One of philosophy's most challenging thought experiments asks, are you a brain in a vat, being fed sensory inputs that simulate your current reality? If all your experiences are digitally induced, how could you ever prove that the world outside the vat is real? This leads us to the modern version of the thought experiment, the simulation hypothesis. The idea is that an advanced civilization, potentially our descendants, could run highly detailed ancestral simulations, and we are likely living in one of them. Philosopher Nick Bostrom formalized this as a trilemma. Either humanity will go extinct before reaching post-human stage, or post-human civilizations are uninterested in running simulations, or we are almost certainly living in a simulation. The mathematical odds heavily favor the latter. If our reality is computed, there might be glitches, moments when the computational limits of the simulation show through. Look for unexplained phenomena, impossible coincidences, or strange artifacts that hint at underlying code optimizing our perceived reality. Finally, we turn to ancient spiritual and religious perspectives, where the illusion of matter has been a core teaching for millennia. The most recognized concept is Maya, from Indian philosophy. In Hinduism and Buddhism, Maya is the cosmic illusion that keeps us trapped in the material world. It is the veil that prevents us from realizing the ultimate non-dualistic truth, that everything is Brahman, or consciousness, and the physical world is temporary and misleading. Eastern practices are often centered on transcending this illusion through meditation and self-inquiry to perceive the reality that exists beyond the sensory material world. This pursuit emphasizes internal realization over external proof. From the quantum fields of physics to the ancient spiritual teachings, a powerful, consistent narrative emerges. The solid world of matter is profoundly illusory. What if this entire experience is a meticulously crafted dream? Ultimately, all these perspectives converge on the idea that the true foundation of reality is non-material, be it information, consciousness, or underlying quantum fields. The illusion of matter is perhaps the greatest, most beautiful mystery of existence.